leave that music off. Now the reasons. Now write it down. Free to still put more in later. Welcome. Now just use the scissors then just to split right, as there were 8 of these, so, and it's gonna add another large one. Well, that's gonna be limited, so maybe 2 more. Up. That's what I will do. If necessary, I can have this turned off, but... True, I was gonna explain since 12's own mother... Well, the mother is still around, so... Because given the nature... Just basically place these 10 pieces of paper and place them inside a snack-sized Ziploc bag. That's the first matter before explaining the next situation that has to be explained. The core game that I'll be running will be Super Mario Odyssey, a game for roughly 9 years that 12 has had. But sometimes those small details do so much more than the replay value. Split it up, I'd say. Needs to be, let's just check. Just down there for the time being. Leave the game to just run. Maybe we'll still see this in a different screen. We're on a full screen shortly. The image will be a bit sharpened as well. I'll add it as to mention. It is a bit sharp too. Just heads up. No noise, but I can add it in, no problem. But it will sound a little broken though. It'll do. Yeah. No need to run. No need for that. That's just the plane. Nintendo Switch. Is that Switch 2? Done on 1. Incidentally, don't have boxes on, much like what Mario here has. Make a Habarani. It's a couple of things to search. First, the image is sharp, and it's done deliberately the way I set it up. A few times I'm just gonna go back and forth about this. The level of sharpness as it runs, I think. Once more. There might be... effects may not be very clear to the audience, but still, just at least showing something. Still something else I have to adjust. No, there's no need because it's already set. Details, you know. There's much more to the game than, well, than what we started at. I mean, what 12 had started when running the game, in comparison to the others. Sure, you can complain that much of the designers and other, you know. Reasons for games of the ilk. It's getting boring, that's why there are points to just break the cycle here and there. Sense as well, to explain a bit of my history too. Purpose to maintain that feeling, to know what else to play for. Although true. Yes, I'm an older gamer and had been and 12 himself had grown up with the Super Mario series. You know, Super Mario Brothers and the Super Mario games starting from 64 onward. In many respects, though, it isn't to ignore the other circumstances. Through, you know, the TV standards between NTSC areas and PAL areas, right? Mentioned that as well earlier. Wanted to do a sound check. But everything should be normal. And as normal. Because when through the clips I had saved through the replay buffer and OBS yesterday, where technically somewhere about an hour in, the actual commentary was broken, where you felt it was like bit crushed. But I have a different method this time where I can recognize if there is any sound problem straight up. Then I'll put my headphones on and hear it. It's a very casual playthrough because I'm not even really gonna sit and play to fight, really. There's no real need. Not this time. It's what you may think. It could happen later. been just a little busy, in fairness. Some stuff I was writing down too. But the game that 12 had run before this was Cloud Rooms. Although I wasn't prepared to be punished in the manner that I had, or 12 had, and whatever the situation. Still, in comparison with some other games, though, I will admit, feels like it is an even bigger issue. It's much more trial and error stuff, though it's so much of an uncomfortable experience, I'll admit. It did become a real problem that 12, somewhere during that previous broadcast, had been running the Exit 8 as well. And was able to actually go through that rather smoothly. This court, well, it does feel a little excess in terms of the distance. It's a bit stuff that's a little too it can be overwhelming. Covers whatever's needed. There's no need to get uncomfortable though, because I'm only just gonna mind myself more than anything. There's still choices to make though. You can walk around and go anywhere you want. Another luxury, but other maps have background music, little stages or whatever. In this game, it's better just to roam around here. And sure, I do a lot of mashups as well, and can find great comfort doing that. That's what this toad over there's doing. That's in, those cases where you just do stuff like that. Deliberately did place the compressor at a level, not too high. But pushing it in excess, that's a can be difficult in other stuff to check. You see, small things like that. Fuss. Pitch shifted. Same as this. Engine. Right at the back. Check. Check. A little too low. Yeah, checking. Yep. Checking. Checking. Yep, satisfied. It's just a little noisier, more noisy. It's one consequence. It's all picks up very clean. It's just a yep. Isn't the intention. True that. -3. Just move to -3. Yep. Nice, yep. Keep walking. Yes. Continue walking. Yep. Luigi. Yeah. Oh. Little things. Keep saying that. Just keep it. Keep that animation idle for the moment, and he does head out. Take the medication. Fair enough. Go on and shoot him up. Plenty of controllers that you just leave charged up. Yep. Still choosing to check some of them players, huh? This one's a much more laid-back broadcast in comparison of, well, in the one before. Like the situation before. Yep, just checking these players out, huh? It has been rather shorthand, I know. 6:36 a.m. Somebody else who you know is live. You gonna watch those too? Looks like that's what you're going to do. Nah, that's automatic. Knowing how these things roll. But you don't have to, of course, push yourself. No, no pressure. It's just like last time. I wouldn't really expect a pick like this either. I mean, naturally. You'd just be thinking, well, many would just keep thinking you're just playing those really hard-up games. There can be occasions there's other noises in the background. You hear deep enough, then you hear a double echo. That's it. This feeling, that effect. Yeah, place headphones directly to the mic, but that's... Nah, you don't do that. Feelings of regret later. It's all set to move again. We'll do it. Just where to place the projector. There will do. Move again.
Oh, Sean?
Of course not. Silly to even talk like that. Unless that's literally how you talk.
Hey, yo, we rented. Đại đi khoa.
Cancel. Not afraid of that hip. Was it? No, it's been more than knee high. Yeah.
Woohoo! Hey yo, we rented.
That again. Yeah. Another break. Yes. Keep going. Keep riding. Less than a minute from now. Then get back on speak. Just continue to hear the small noises which Luigi and company make. First batch. You see it breaking out, Cal? Reset. It's deliberate. Did some. You see the difference? I recognize when I break. When the noise breaks, yep. Just set it back up like it's normal. Recognize that problem. Would never even notice without the monitoring active as before. And that actually would mess me up. Mess me up. Still need to do this other task. Three left. Okay, done that. Pull back. We'll leave again. ID tag. And then place the ID tag inside of a snack-sized Ziploc bag. So they need to leave again. Yeah. Clearly on the case as well about if the microphone sounds break. It's just they'd done one earlier, so that's just it. That's the point. It's leaving. Excuse me. Sensing a different type of day too, and day as well. Yes, and it's the Derby as well, Friday night. Can't forget that. And there was actually another me too. That will happen too. Place your headphones back on and do the checks. Yep, critical. Isn't to blow it up. Happy with what is. Here. Did one of those other tasks. Stuff I don't mention. Command something? Move on. Yeah, I know. Just keep things chill. Pushing it too loud on these. In the game. Relax. Even if you do yell, they'll be compressed. You may as well let the world know. Another something. It's reaching just over 2,000 coins. Head back. Just do it. Big bass drop. Nice one. The next line. Shall not forget that all of them are living peacefully. Well, No light. No riot. Nothing. Nothing. To lose your head. Nothing. It's only that mindset this time. Nice. Get in. Straight to the chair. Classic. Leave it paused. No, not the game. Yeah, leave that stream. Yep, keep it off. Pause it, leave it. Five seconds, then put it back on. I'm gonna keep moving in the game. Still, move this way. But it's all set at least. Set. In a case where, well, then if the problems continue to persist. And this one you need a pause, leave it. It's got a nice outfit, huh? Anyway. Any other tricks to learn? Instead of just the usual ASMR stuff. By the way, I don't even do ASMR much. See? It isn't really complex. But still to be in character as well, that's not as simple either. I assure you that. It can be done. Pretty easy, isn't it? Remembering the times that there was only one small area really in Super Mario 64 where you can move instead of course, this swathe. Run the other one. Leave it on. It's in here for... So if you're here to just see a serious playthrough, get out, because this isn't exactly built for, always built for the professional running those games. Move around. Be aware there's a little difference too with keeping the visuals really sharp in the nature you do. You could run other games if you need to. So just recalling, it's that middle ground between the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One consoles and of the GTX 9 series and GTX 10 series. GPUs. Wouldn't know about the Radeons because I don't really follow Radeon. Those with them graphics cards as well. Given I was here in the Super Series, it's basically ready for shipping. That's what I've been hearing anyway. RTX 50 series, RTX 50 Super Series. Yeah, and the things happening at the moment. There have been some ideas of considering, at the least, upgrading, but I don't think it will be really something that's needed unless there's a slightly bigger power bill. That will be a consequence. There's many games that can run fine, but not always on a consistent 60 FPS on many programs at 2160p. Launch game, of course, for the Switch, as I can still remember, was The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. So I know they had a sequel somewhere later, too. No need to run away. Bored, huh? Well, that's another problem. Yeah, plenty of other streams can, fit maybe certain other users' needs and whatever the case. Not everyone is a fan of Pal World, Let's say that real clear. No rush to go back to the base. We'll always do checks here and there, because I get the feeling it may break more than once. keep moving. Any problem doing the casual stuff. If I wanted to sit and play other games, I'd just do so. Is there others which would find comfort to basically just casually roam these places? You don't always have to push all hard every single time. But yeah, many get bored when the players, well, when some of the players get out there and they rather flaunt instead of, you know. The sound of rather more peaceful stuff. There's some who like that, but it's not for everybody. Others just want to have their adrenaline fix and stuff. Yep. Some can just go and keep watching those elites do whatever they do best. So, it's a situation only really to the case of those new cats who don't really know what this is all about. This isn't always about the numbers. That's what I keep saying. Reassuring voices. There won't be very many of them either. Swimming just like the fishes below. Important to still finish off what has to be done. Nothing exactly, serious whatsoever. Admiring and whatever. The other effort. It may seem boring to certain maybe boring to some, but not all. Just moving around, still appreciating other details too. Yeah. Questioning too if others know about the technological advancements of other systems. As well as where the standards have really went. Even I can't exactly answer to what's been lost along the many years of finding great comfort on knowing how to still run. Doesn't always have to be straight through the door, Waste a bit of time to just consider what you do have. And let's just place the 4KX. Now put the, just place that off the sound. Leave it off for now. Just let me speak. But is only the time to be checking that again? Well, it happened once again. Being real careful too. Connect again. Let's try something different. No, eject this. Eject it. You should be on. Let's just leave it. Push it through. Push it through. Yep. Sleep for a little while. It's another complicated session. But I won't. Yeah, it's really. I don't have anything really from These places I need, the places that I have to repeat. Just a bit on... Nah. Just one of those sort of days, right? It isn't always perfect. It never would. We wouldn't be running this for 10 hours either. Just excuse me, just while I... Just need to place this off temporarily. It'll be mute for a little while. Be back momentarily. Way back in those other years, well, between about 2015 to 2020, and I'll admit, I need to check where to run. I'm fine, but I would rather another, playthrough of something else than do this. Or it might just be in my own head. Let's get the sound on again now. Even now, I won't personally talk about just what I was doing, just in between. But it was a fest. Yeah, it did speak for a bit. I wouldn't say anything special has happened. Yeah, won't mention either this task which seems a bit manifest, I'll admit. And stay on for now. Right. A little too loud, I'll say. Search and needing. Sorry, there's a little something else to do. I'm just checking. Control room, just to take a look. The other broadcast was running at 2160p before, and I did want to just briefly check here. YT. Now it's still running at 2160p as expected. Let's place this. Place the microphone off again, okay? This'll do. Just a little time to think. Still thinking. Now morning. Nothing. We don't want to get disrupted too much. a bit empty inside, and this, frankly, can't think too deeply about the events today. Well, it's another. Well, things have been quiet. And it's just to be really honest, it's another such case. Just still some of the usual stuff. You're the champion. And this is one of those streams. Victory in a match on one of those Epic Legends streamers. Yeah, it was quite an easy one. That one. Yeah. Another who finished in second. Around a similar period of time, too. I don't need any special treatment. But I'm just... been around those quite crazy places, too. But there's occasions that you just have soft drinks and even energy drinks or sports drinks or whatever will get me rolling. Better than simply just drinking just plain water every time. For a while I had been on a small drought of drinking nothing but water. Just to point out, I can actually do that. No need really for when other drinks, usually soft drinks. When they're in short supply or there's none, then I just drink water. I can drink a bit of water now. And I'll describe it as one of the good habits I'm at. I do eat chocolates too, but too much is a bad one. Isn't positive, it's negative. But take just a small amount, moderation. Albeit, I won't lie. I'm someone that actually prefers eating white over dark, but sometimes I prefer dark over white, Yep. Choosing to have a bit of white chocolate this time. Stick with the same brand. It isn't everyone's. It's for me anyway. I'm one that likes the white chocolate thing. I'm critical about the quality too. Leave that. It's great. Block. Two different sort of sensations going on. I didn't shake this controller, did I? There's one other place that I won't then lie. Just gonna choose to just go there now. Do that again. Exit. No, press the B instead of A. Yeah. Hit that again. Just to figure how much further out those two, these two really, heading. Didn't forget about Impulse, but there's plenty you did forget. That game. It's completely out of character, I know. Seen that? Well, if it if it does work, then it works. It's just... It won't break the mold, be making the mold, or anything. But it's just the way we wanna... Just look at this one another way. Correct. And I'll be... Yeah, I could boot to the other PC and leave the other one on PIP. I'm gonna do that. You know what I mean, don't you? Temporarily. Have to temporarily leave that one off. Yeah, well, I was intending to play on. Yeah. But I will continue to be checking and checking. And I really mean check. When noises can break. An update for the Steam service. It's updating on yep, you see. Leave this off, it shouldn't even show that. Casual. And, well, if I want to run a Call of Duty game, I'll do that. Or even CS2. Yeah. 2160p, 60 as well. The and the PC built PC. Whoa. Close that. It's quite live. Do that. Then, blatantly obvious. Place on top left. bit too. Still, just figuring out what to do next. Won't play. Just keep moving this way. That's right. Yeah. More than... Sure, we may do that too. Just prepare to put another window. This could blow things up. And something to brace for too. There's still something I was doing as well on... It's gonna blow up, I know. Some baseline I created as well. Right, I'll just put this off. Leave it off. Turn this way down to about 8 decibels and just run it like this. Bass only. Hit it. Few and far between, yes. I isn't joking up on this one. But close that now. It was... Yeah, through LMMS and just another of those little baseline experiments. I wasn't really... Yep, and in one of those other modes before. Just put this sound back on and... Yep, Luigi speak. Then... And again, there. Then another. Hold on. No, we'll run something else. It's pointing out. Well, yeah, the dude's been a bit busy, but there's not been much, really. I need to put this off just to for temporary. Yeah. Leave that away. The question then is, what game do I run next? No, just a moment while I do think it through. Black Ops 3 is a choice. I could. Double the Black Ops 2 game again, just to roll that, The other I could, yeah, Hololive Treasure Mountain. I'd do that one, and just boot that one up. Now we can show that back on screen. Let's keep the sound off. Yeah, that will do. Anyone else who can save your ass? Perhaps. Still. Just keep this running. Keep it running. Keep it running. Keep it running. Keep it running. Yep. Just the way you wanted that to do this. Now just avoid drop, letting it drop. Choices. Plenty. Done here in the moon. No, get to the next place. Same place as before. If you're getting tired, there's no need to tell me. I'll explain. Well, keep entering the back rooms. Back room, back room, back room, back room. Just wasting some layer of solitude underneath. You don't have to. It isn't always about having to be hunted by some horrific animal. Intent to slay. There's different ways to mediate the minds. There's no need. Thinking too deep. But it isn't really a wise option either to let go, is it? Frankly, I don't have that much, well, of that much of a, well, yeah, but we haven't planned very much, really. If I need to do something, just, stuff that it might annoy some because of the nature that it's just very casual stuff, I know. The points where you just have those kind of times, there's not much to do anyway. But stay around and follow through. I mean, the dude can get vicious, knowing you can just yell at any time as well, don't forget. You can be capable to discipline, showing discipline, but it's not always gonna be, in the tone of voice that it's gonna be discipline the players. Human mind is still a real complex. Human condition itself, you can't fully get a grasp on. That's actually just what it is. Methods to the madness, of course. Yet what if it hadn't been developed clean in the head yet? Just a few... Excuse me. Isn't meant to be this way, right? Find Luigi first. That will do. Get back on the game. True. Usually run at it up to 240 frames per second. Stuff it can be played through that way. No pressure. It's just what's up at the moment. Yep, but I can also make a decision. But I still will just leave the Super Mario Odyssey game just running. Just continue to wallop what I can wallop. And you shouldn't become a little, to be getting ticked off on the matters where it does differs in relation where we walk, first of all, and the nature of how we can sometimes live in a cutthroat system. The basic question that does remain, though, is if you're in instead of out. Kicking it right back at the start instead of at the end, and then restart one position. Well, with intention, don't have to be getting reckless. Just sometimes have to find a way, or sometimes it happens just by chance. You have to still let the beat roll. The heart continued to beat. Yeah. Which way you have to win the games instead of, well, the scramble. But it can sometimes place greater emphasis in certain ways that the soldiers play the games. Makes through one of those giants. If I say I was content with my personal life, I would tell you straight up, I ain't. I'm actually still feel empty. But I at least have still some reason to still do what I do. Yeah, some moments which are still important, but it isn't the case that the soldiers all stream at once. The entertainment value of much of the video games that come up nowadays does swing quite wildly. The case that does matter at a greater degree, though, would be the question of where we then must travel. Don't always go for the money. It's not where we all go, okay? Another case, it's important to still be chasing, well, the different aspirations in mind and body. True. This isn't a dude who will ever live for 20 years or even longer. They'll have the choice, but looking at where the state of gaming has been, sure, a few tried and true names still exist, and they still sometimes deliver the goods. No, I wasn't making that up. I mean, I was honest about that. Yep, even though it's becoming, well, feels it's turned into such a rare sensation of finding those, well, positive experiences above other experiences. As long as you know that the systems work to one's advantage instead of, leave it for others to discern. But if they want to be in your shoes or whatever shoes, you already know it's not ever simple. You can't let them just lose control of oneself. Therein does lie the problem. And which lanes do you have to continue to ride over? The game's up. You know it, you know it. I won't be running this again after this. Quite a fitting small moment anyway. Like a check. Do another check. Clean as a whistle. Don't hear any breakdowns or nothing.
Oh. Oh. Ho ho.
That may do at that juncture. Right, what else should we or would then think? I actually wouldn't really want to be saying or doing much more. I'm feeling a bit confused with myself. Because of being aware about the state of how some other stuff with big tech. The big tech really pushing real hard on that artificial intelligence. Mainly generative AI and the agentic AI and all that jazz, really. May feel relatively depressing, I know. At the way that titans of multiple sizes whittled down. Down and even more. Just while everything's been streamlined. To a form of coexistence between the humans and the artificial intelligence systems. In any which way. The feeling is a veil of darkness still inevitable. As well as the escalation of attacks in Iran and the neighboring nations. The matter might become a lost cause in time. Particularly if they still strike data centers and stuff. No assurance either. run it for the pleasure instead of the pain. Yeah, I don't know. Isn't too much to say. But now, oh, yeah, just leave this now. I'm going to put this off. But, my ideas, of course, for what I find is entertainment isn't, it's just what it really is. Anyway. Can reboot, the Steam on here. Just exit it first, and then start it up again. Yes. Isn't that much of this snack I have left, so I'll just, potato chips, yeah? That's about really it. To lay down and learn the music. One check. Just a check then. Checking it out then, just chill. Done. Current time 8:14 a.m. local, 9:14 a.m. JST. 14 minutes after midnight UTC 0. There's only four teams now left on that on the match here I'm watching. Fine. Been running the mouth a little too much. Nah, I don't know. Still tough to find a place. And still the decision comes back. To this individual. Still need to explain sometimes when enough is enough. Well, I'll just come clear. As soon as I do leave this program, or broadcast, which I'll be off and doing something else. Another new program that I found a little while ago and I was gonna lay back and watch it. It was released last year, so, still fresh. Right, well, no, I honestly can't go no further with this one. Just then to prepare for Thursday and Friday for football and all that. And to explain the code I follow, I won't go too far about on it. It's time to end the broadcast, as there's... No, I don't have reasons to continue this. But no, that's it. The broadcast will be done. That's all for tonight. Or today, or whatever. That's it. Bye for now. Stream is over. Close it.